Greetings to the Lunar Manifesting Matrix. This is Elizabeth Schermer with an intuitive reading for the Lunar Matrix on Monday, June 4th. Today's reading for the coming week offers guidance for integrating the opportunities in today's full moon eclipse and tomorrow's Venus transit. What an exciting week. The guidance in this reading is a big picture explanation of new realms into which we're being born. And in this sense, today's reading offers long-term support and guidance for the worlds we're being born into. And it also specifically addresses immediate opportunities for new intuitive awareness that we are receiving and anchoring within the coming 2 weeks. The light of the full moon always brings a clear awareness to recent insights and inspirations we have received. This week you can look back to your experiences of discovery and inspiration over the past month since the full moon supermoon on May 5th, when we received a special initiation of light. Over the last 4 weeks, we've been guided through a powerful initiation into our own light bodies. This initiation is expanded now with the current lunar eclipse and tomorrow's Venus transit. Through gifts of new intuitive sensitivities and new awareness, we're receiving a new ability personally this week to connect more deeply to our own inner essence, our own deepest life force. We can say this week that we're receiving a very special light body activation. After studying and contemplating the cosmic energies of this week, it's complex and amazing because of the integration of all the synchronicities and all the cosmic and divine support we're receiving. So it was a big picture to access, and actually I'm 2 or 3 days later than usual on sending out the reading because it's taken a while to really pull it all together in a way that felt really coherent and clear. And I think I personally needed to reach a level of understanding in order to be able to access the energies for the rest of you. And that understanding didn't really come fully until yesterday. So here we are. And after studying and contemplating these energies, I asked for guidance from the cards to help us understand how we can each realize these potentials in our own lives. How can we personally take advantage of all of these amazing opportunities? And so today I threw a 3-card body, mind, spirit spread. And the first thing I'd like you to notice is the pattern of the 2 cards to the left, both showing the 2 of Wands dominion all the way to the left crossed, and the 4 of Swords truce in the center, both showing a pattern of dynamic balance and integration. The symmetry here is beautiful, and as you'll see as the guidance unfolds, it's such an incredible expression of support. So the 2 of Wands dominion on the most basic level represents self-confidence. It's an affirmation and validation of self. And in the position of body, it represents an ability for us to embody deeply our own experience of personal power and our ability to make clear choices, to integrate all the elements of our being into a dynamic balance in relationship with the world, deep in our body and in relationship to the world around us. The 4 of Swords in the position of mind in the center. The 4 of Swords is called truce, and it represents our ability to be fully present in our power in the mental realm. Swords are the mental realm. And this is a card that talks about coming to terms, coming into relationship with any form of conflict or dissonance we may encounter in our own inner world or in relationships outside of ourself, in circumstances or relationships. And this is a clear, calm, integrated mind that approaches all circumstances from a place of power and integration, withdrawing from conflict. This card is one of my favorite teaching cards in the deck, and I work a lot with guidance offered by Angeles Arian around this card, illustrating a 4-step process And the 4 steps taught by this card in approaching any circumstance of conflict or dissonance are: first, to show up; second, pay attention; third, speak your truth; and fourth, release all attachment to outcome. So these 4 steps of truce, or showing up to circumstances, offer guidance in all aspects of life. Today, they specifically speak to the importance of being fully present and releasing our own attachment to outer circumstances, which we'll be exploring more in a few moments. The card to the right today, in the position of spirit, offers an incredible affirmation about the initiation to which we're all engaged. This is the Hierophant, also known as the healer teacher or the high priest of the deck. And the Hierophant represents our own abilities to integrate our personal power from a place of deepest spirit and deepest healing, and our own gifts that we have to offer the world from this place. So the really profound teaching today, in conjunction with the eclipse and the Venus transit, is that this card is representing our ability to transform and transcend old attachments to external authority, and to really go deep within and own our own inner spiritual truth and our own inner confidence and our own light at the core of our being. The reminder that all wisdom is found within. So again, this today is representing our ability to withdraw from responsibility to external circumstances, external belief systems, and external authority, and move within. And the 2 cards to the left are the specific guidance of how to implement that. So to go within, first we anchor energetically in our own bodies, in our inner sense of confidence and trust, and then correspondingly, in the mental realm, we release attachment to outcome, attachment to external circumstances, attachment to external old ideas of responsibility. So when I actually drew this spread yesterday, after I received the full picture of what the experiences this week are about, and I just felt such a beautiful sense of completion to the reading that I began working with it, and only later realized that I hadn't drawn a 4th card because it felt so complete. However, I've really been enjoying and appreciating the gift of the extra advice from the 4th card. So I came back an hour later to the spread that was laid out and drew the 4th card, asking for extra guidance or extra clarity that can support us in our special light body initiation this week. And the guidance couldn't be more perfect. The 4th card is the Tower. And in the context of this reading, the Tower, the Tower always represents dismantling of form. The dismantling of any forms that hold us back from moving forward, all forms that are obsolete. And it can be small dismantlings or represent large dismantlings, experiences of shock and chaos in the world around us. So this absolutely is speaking to this experience we're having now of the intensity of the energy fields around us, the intensity of the forms that are dismantling, whether we're speaking of experiences in our own personal lives or within our communities or with loved ones, or even in the larger cultural and social structures. All obsolete forms are dismantling. This is the gift of the dragon year, and we're experiencing this a great deal right now. And part of this initiation and opening of the heart and opening of emotional intelligence that Venus is bringing is enabling us to fully expand with courage and trust into these new realms. The old realms have to be released. So I'm going to take the Tower away because I want to return to this core truth of the teaching of this week. So remembering that there may be chaos and dismantling externally, but what's happening is where our light bodies are being activated from within. And so what happens now is that as we go deeply inside and embody our own life force, our own light body, we connect on the most deep level to what's really true and real, then our light body grid expands into our personal field at a very high level, perhaps one we've never experienced before, and then that light body grid moves out beyond us to connect and expand with all the other expanded grids that are being formed, including planetary grids of light. So the Tower card is saying no longer can we attach our sense of authority, the Hierophant, to external form. It's time now to really step forward into our own authority, into our own trust, into our own confidence. And from that inner place of authority and light, we will realize and connect with the inner authority and light that exists all around us. So here we are. This is, again, as always, as I often say, such an amazing time to be alive. And this is an amazing week in an amazing year, in an amazing lifetime. So I end the session today with blessings and intentions for the highest and best for all. Remember that the gifts of this week's full moon eclipse and Venus transit are with us always, but the special initiation energies are especially powerful now through the next new moon coming in 2 weeks. Between now and then, anchor in your own awareness of your inner essence, your experience of who you are, deepest to the core of your being. Release your attachments to outcome of external circumstances. Allow others to have their own experiences now. Go within for your own, and know that within you are connected to the highest realms of light. Your ability to hold appreciation in these days will connect you even more deeply to the grids of light that are being created and activated all around us. These are the grids that are forming our new worlds. As we expand into our own light bodies, we are directly participating in this amazing birth of co-creation. I can't imagine a more exciting time. Have a wonderful week. This is Elizabeth Schermer with the Lunar Manifesting Matrix.